But at the time when you sort of married, at the time, Rachel's a complete stranger to me. People need to understand that. She's
Walking
a stranger.
to that first dinner party now, having Gia question all the other couples, whether if they've been intimate and stuff like that. What was that like for you guys?
It's confronting, I guess, because everyone at this stage is still a stranger to me as well. And Gia's like, so who's had sex? Let's go around the table. And usually when you meet people in the real world for the first time, you don't go, hey, guess what? Me and, we got it on. Have you guys gone? So I guess that scenario caught me off guard and sort of felt like at the time a little more off than I could chew. In other words, in this situation, I sort of went into the dinner party a bit cocky, going, this will be a breeze. But when that came out, I was like, oh, and I guess when you hear a few people have made it, have done that home run, you sort of think to yourself, geez, there's something wrong with us. Are we falling behind the 8 ball here? Should we have had sex by this stage? I don't know. So you start questioning yourself straight away off the bat at the first dinner party, going, they seem so happy and all that sort of stuff as well. But there was an argument between, Gia and I think Beck at some point, or going, just because you have sex the first up doesn't mean you're going to make it the full way either. So there was a few exchange of words, very brief ones.
Yep.
At that first dinner party about just because you haven't made it doesn't mean really. I mean, you can have sex on the first night and fizzle out, by the end of the week. So that did make me feel a little bit better as well, hearing someone defending the fact that you don't have to.
Intimacy week was tough for you guys.
Well, look, there's a lot to intimacy week. Yeah, look, if I could have my time back, I would have changed it. I would have simply just kissed Rachel. So at that time when Rachel was holding the kiss me sign so I can feel something, I read it as in like kiss me with some sort of passion. That's at that time. That's how I'm reading it. Kiss me with some sort of passion to know that you're there and you've got this attraction and all this sort of stuff with it. And there was this one point at the first commitment ceremony that